The Morris Animal Foundation began in Colorado, and it spans the globe in a timeless effort to improve the lives of animals and, in turn, humans. With me is Sean Anderson-Vai and our friend Mocha here to give us some important updates on the foundation. Glad to see you both.
Thank you. Thanks for having us on.
You're welcome. So let's start with a background on the Morris Animal Foundation first.
Sure. So as you said, we've been around for 7 years. We're located right here in Denver, but we're still a global leader in supporting animal studies for the benefit of animals, for their health. So what we do is we fund researchers with the support from people all around the world to have scientists find solutions for cures, or make cures for things like diseases, surgical techniques, those kinds of things.
Yeah, such important work for our four-legged friends. Mocha here is one of them, and she's just beautiful, 9 years old. But tell us a little bit about her.
Sure. So she's 9 years old, and she's one of our staff members' pets. It's nice to work at Morris Animal Foundation because we can actually bring dogs to the office, not cats yet, but dogs. And the purpose is just, to make life better, but also it's nice to really have them as a reminder for what we're working for, to make life better for animals like her.
Yeah, so. And you know what she's looking at? The treats next to
treats,
Sean.
Yep.
And she knows treat. She knows that word.
There you go.
Look at, she's just beautiful. She's been so sweet. All right, you have some big news about aid for Australia.
Yeah. So like so many people around the world, we were just devastated by just how much has been destroyed in Australia. And we are allocating $1 million for research grants to fund studies to see how those fires are affecting the wildlife in Australia, to hopefully preserve what remains and also restore what's lost.
Absolutely, which will be a long time coming, but it's doable.
Sure.
And so this is quite different than what other organizations are doing. And so why did you make the decision to help in the way that you are?
Sure. So we understand there's definitely a need for boots on the ground assistance now, but we know that there's already a lot of people doing that. So we feel our role as a research foundation is really to get to the bottom of how these fires and future fires, because this is going to be an annual thing. We don't know if it's going to be as severe every year. We want to know how these fires will really impact wildlife in the long term, so we can actually get to the bottom and make a plan for it.
Sometimes when things are that far away, it doesn't seem relevant to us in our lives, right? And we focus on what's at home, what's in our country. But why is it important for us to lean into a cause like this in Australia?
Sure. So as you said, it's so far away, but we know that Australia is just such a unique place. It's a place of such unique animals that you really can't find anywhere. And we want to make sure that those animals, or as many as possible, are here for years to come.
Sure. And so then what kind of research do you think you'll fund there? What will that look like?
Yeah, we don't know exactly yet. We're still making that decision. So what we've done is we've made a forum for experts all around the world, and of course in Australia, to really find out what pressing needs are. So just some ideas off the top of our head, we could look at burn care, smoke inhalation, especially for species that we just don't know a lot about, how these fires might impact them, or even how to restore populations that have been so heavily devastated.
Sure. And you're encouraging people to donate, right?
Right. So we hope that $1 million goes a long way, but we do expect the pressing research needs to exceed that number. So we're encouraging folks, if they feel inclined, to make a gift to our wildlife research program that will support both this and our other wildlife research around the world.
Yeah, and so if people don't really get into donating, but this has really touched them in a certain way, this would be the time to do it. And it doesn't matter how little or how much, but it all goes to a really good cause in helping fund this research.
Exactly. I'm really proud of where I work, and I think we do some really good things. And we're excellent stewards of donations. So I would absolutely encourage people to make a gift just to help these animals that are in such great need.
Let's bring it back home to Morris Animal Foundation. What other programs do you have there?
Sure, yeah. So one study that you might have heard of is our Golden Retriever Lifetime Study. You had that picture earlier. So what we do there is we follow 3,000 Goldens from around the country throughout their lives to find any correlations we can between their genetics, their lifestyle, what they're eating, how they live, and how that might actually relate to their risks of getting cancer and other injuries and illnesses. So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay, and folks can get involved with that. People love Golden Retrievers, and it's just an easy dog to love.
Sure, yeah. So the enrollment for new dogs is closed, but we're going to be, of course, we are always asking for donations because that's going to be a $32 million study when all is said and done.
That's fantastic. And so if folks want to get more involved in what you're doing there at Morris Animal Foundation, they can learn more on your website, of course. Can they come visit? Is that a place that we can visit?
No, it's not. No, it's not a place that you can visit. It's just an office space up in Glendale. But yeah, but you can learn so much more by going to our website. It has a wealth of information there.
I bet it does. Wonderful. And again, tell us again about Mocha, which she fits her name just perfectly.
Yeah.
She's just loving those treats.
Yeah, Mocha, the 9-year-old Australian Shepherd. She was a rescue, and people in the office just love having her around.
She is so sweet. She's been in the studio all day. I haven't even heard her do anything. You're a doll. Well, Sean, thank you so much. Really important work being done by Morris Animal Foundation. We're helping here in Colorado, helping in Australia as well. So it's far-reaching. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Help Morris Animal Foundation by making a gift to their wildlife research program. It supports all their wildlife research, including grants directed to help Australian species. You can make your donation online at morrisanimalfoundation.org or by calling 800-243-2345.